My name is Guy LaRoche. Yeah, I'm French and I'm a businessman. I am disturbed by some of the things that I see. I Some of the things about the upsetting about the status quo in the world and the way that that all of us run the world. I I give some points to these people. There's no doubt about it. But the freedom of the market is what has got us as far as we have got in these days. And the great economist Milton Friedman talked about the freedom of choice. And if you take away the wealth of the very wealthy, I think it's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope. It's a very difficult thing to go and say that that you wanted to redistribute the assets that belong to the very rich. The reason that I say this is that because I don't know. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Um, the marketplace, the marketplace is designed for a place where you can go and buy and sell things. Buying and selling things. Hmm. 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 I mean, if we think of all the Western civilizations, even now in China, we have great developments. Pharmaceuticals, yes. I mean, they keep people healthy for the most part. Automobiles, we make lots of automobiles. We make, well, we make incredible infrastructure. If you say our major cities, they got beautiful towers and condominiums, art galleries, and we throw lots of parties for our philanthropy. And in the end, we figure it'll all walk out. What do I mean by walk out? Well, I mean, you know, well, for myself, I live downtown, and I have worries. I worry about getting, it's very difficult for somebody who is trained as a business person to try and figure out how to fix all of society's ills. You know, sometimes I go ape shit over, like I have a hard time speaking on these topics. Like. hmm, When my boss asks me hard questions, sometimes I say, "Hey, boss, that's a good question. I'll go back to my office and we'll have some meetings. We'll have some meetings and we'll get our best heads together. We'll knock some heads together and we'll come up with some proposals for you to consider." And then I scurry out of the room because, oh boy, when you put me on the spot, I like to have a lot of time, you know? Maybe go golfing and, you know, yeah, I don't know. Like ideas, they don't just develop right on the spot. I just can't be like Johnny on the spot with my ideas. I got to think about them. And like, I look at it maybe a little bit like, hmm. Okay, so the reason that, pardon me, Mr. Guy LaRoche has a hard time discovering anything new is because he is kind of, he's a suit. He's a suit. He appears there as a bit of a yes man. He doesn't have a lot of innovation. He's got a lot of anxiety. He